There may be an evolutionary reason why your fingers prune when they're wet. You know what I'm talking about. You're taking a bubble bath, minding your own business, when suddenly you notice that it looks like your fingers are aging at a rapid pace. Of course, they're not actually aging, they're pruning. And scientists have known for a while how this happens on a physiological level, but they've never offered an explanation for why it happens, until recently. Way back in the 1930s, scientists discovered that fingers with nerve damage do not wrinkle in water. That implied that the wrinkling was an involuntary reaction by the body's autonomic nervous system. But it wasn't until nearly a century later that researchers finally uncovered the mystery of why this happens. A research study from 2013 set out to prove the theory put forward by evolutionary neurobiologist Mark Changizi and his colleagues, who suspected that the wrinkles were optimized for providing a drainage network that improved grip. The researchers had half of their study participants soak their fingers in water, then had all of them try to pick up both wet and dry marbles. They found that pruny fingers were better at picking up wet objects and no worse at picking up dry ones. Changizi explained to Nature News that pruny fingers are basically rain treads. Our ancestors likely needed help catching food in wet conditions, and their wrinkly toes helped with footing. But one thing is still puzzling researchers. If wrinkling improves our grip in wet conditions and makes no difference in dry conditions, then why don't our fingers stay permanently pruny? The current hypothesis is that wrinkling could make our fingertips less sensitive, which would make it easier for us to hurt ourselves. So the next time you're enjoying a nice bubble bath or soaking in a hot tub and you reach for a delicious beverage, you've got evolution to thank for the fact that your glass doesn't slip from your fingers.